Hey crafters, it's me, Jen Evers with Quality Crafts, and this is a live today. It's out of the norm. I'm just going to take a random stamp set. This was requested by Bonnie Lipke, by the way, so hey girl, you're probably watching this later on. A random stamp set, and just use that set to create some cards. So I've picked this one. It's by Stampin' Up. It's an old one that's been around, probably retired. If you want to purchase it, it's $4. It's just a cheap little stamp set that I have. And so I'm going to make some 3x3 note cards with you today. Totally live, off the cuff. I've not planned anything other than the fact that my card is going to be this size. And I've got a little bit of extra paper cut out here. And no colors or anything picked out. So I'm going to get started. These are 3x6. So that I can go ahead and score them at 3. And make 3x3 note cards. So I'm just going to score a couple of these. Wow, a lot of you guys are available during the day. Hi, Pat, Stamp Girl, Trudy. I have a couple of ideas kind of brewing in my head. I thought maybe we could do one on like a smaller scale and then put that on there. We could do some watercoloring on the sides. I'm going to grab a couple of things. Maybe some inks, maybe some watercolor. I think because it's such a small space, I can probably get away with doing these with a smaller brush. So I'm going to pull in my little water well here. You won't be able to see it from off camera. Maybe if I move these over, I can squeeze it in. Ah, there we go. We'll put it about right there. Oop. Okay. So I think what I'm going to do first is I'm just going to do a little water wash. Now this is just regular hey Raggedy Girl. This is just 110 pound cardstock, so it's not watercolor paper or anything like that, so I kind of have to be careful about how much I'm going to put on here. I've kind of been using these up a little bit, so let's see what we get with this pink. That looks good. Let's do one more. And instead of pink, let's do a different color for that one. How about kind of a blue background? Cool. And that's going to be, it's going to curl up and get a little wonky because it's wet, but we are going to remedy that in just a little bit. Right, and then I'm going to get down a couple of colors here. We'll do a nice purple. Maybe a kind of a yellow. Let's start out with that. Okay, and I'm going to do my little stamping on here. This one's going to be purple, and I kind of feel like this little grouping of flowers should probably be purple. I'm going to stamp it on there in black. I'm going to do 2 of them, 2 little bundles. That looks good. Now this is not going to be perfect placement because I didn't use a placement tool, and these are not see-through, so I'm going to add that color. And it's going to be not perfect because it's a watercolor set. It's a 2-step watercolor stamp set, basically, is what it is. I'm going to bring in a little bit of water here because I'm going to want it to look watercolory as well. And I'm going to do these ones in purple. So I'm going to get some purple ink on there. And then I'm going to spritz it just a little bit, but I'm going to spritz it off camera, because otherwise I'm going to end up with a whole bunch of water all over this. So I'm just going to line it up the best I can, give it a little stamp down. See how it's not perfect? And then I'm going to do this one as well. And it's just off from where it should be, which makes it look really pretty, I think. Write that off and maybe add a couple of little leaves here. So I'm going to do the leaves in black also. And maybe just make the leaves go down here. Cute. Just wiping these off with a baby wipe. And then I need a nice green. I love the peeled paint color. So we're going to go with that. I'm also going to spray this so this looks a little watercolored. And I'm just going to shoot for as close as I can get on there. Pretty darn good. Wipe that off. Now, if you guys are interested in Ranger supplies, which is what I'm using here, they're going to do an alcohol ink new release today at 11 my time. So in about 20 minutes, I'm going to have to cut off of here and go run that watch party. So if you want to join that watch party with me today, that'll be in our community group, Facebook Quality Crafts community group, if you want to come find us. And so that I'm going to put with that blue background, but it doesn't stand out enough for me. I think I need something to go in the background there. Maybe a purple, maybe a pink. I'm not quite sure. I'm going to cut another layer. I think this is 2.5. 2.5 by 2.5 or something like that. Let's see what we're at. Almost 2.5. Close enough. So we'll cut another one at 2.5. All right, and I'm going to take my ink here, get a little blending tool, and I'm going to blend just a little bit around the edges here. I was going to do this one, but I'm just going to blend right on here and see how this turns out. Then I might add some pink to the other one. Oh, that pops. How cute is that? I'm just going to bend this a little bit more. Just sturdy it up. That's really cool. And I'm just going to wipe this off by just wiping it on my towel so that I can use it for another color later. Stamp Girl Jen, do you have an ink pad holder right above your desk? I have like a whole shelf of ink right above my desk. Yeah, so technically, yeah. So we could put another layer there. I am going to do that on another card. Let's go ahead and make this one super simple. Of course, I'm going to pop dot it up. I use 2 pieces here right in the center. You guys getting excited by all the stuff coming out? Like, oh my gosh, I want it all. That is cute. There's one already done. And that did straighten out pretty nicely. So we just got that really pretty watercolor in the background. This one is a little bit more bent. I added more water, but look at that. Just give it a little push and it'll go back to about its same flatness, I guess you could call it. So let's do, this is going to be, we can make a bigger one here. I'm going to do some watercolor flowers on here with this one. And I don't want to do purple again. Let's do something else. A lighter color. Like me, I don't want to do pink again because we got pink here. Pink, purple. Oh, peacock feathers would be pretty. Let's do peacock feathers. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to make this really light. Okay? And then I'm going to put one of these little sentiments over the top. There's only one U. So I'm going to go ahead and ink this up, and then I'm going to spray it so we get the watercolor effect. And I need another piece of paper here. Okay, I'm going to smoosh it on here, and then I'm going to take the other piece and smoosh it again and again. That's probably as much as I'm going to get away with. Okay, so I'm smooshing it down on for another piece of paper first because I don't want this to be so dark that it's going to cover up my little sentiment. So there, I've got some watercolor flowers on there. Uh-oh, where did my baby wipe go? Here we go. Wipe that off. Now this time I'm not using the outline, and I can still reuse these, so I'm going to hang on to those prints. Okay, and then I'm going to do the sentiment right in the middle. There's only one U. That's so pretty. It looks like it's been hand written on there, and I love that. This one I'm not going to pop up because I want that writing to stand out. So I am going to do a little black around the edge, but first I'm going to put this down. Actually, I'm going to use some wet glue. Hi, Ava. I am going to get around to doing a stamp tour. A room tour, but I'm so jam-packed with stuff that I have to do first. With Creativation and everything going on. It's just been crazy busy. Okay, I'm going to put that one down. That's so cute. And then I'm going to take my little super fine line Sharpie and I'm just going to make a black line around it. Still a little bit wet, so maybe we won't get the best line, but it'll be good enough. That makes it pop a lot more, just adding that little line. There's only one U. I really feel like those flowers need like a little center or something, so I'm going to grab my embellishments. And these are super cute, so I'm going to go with these. We're going to put just a couple of these on there. Looking for my specialty tools. I got special places for those. Alright, let's see if we can get this one on there. Whoa. There we go. We got one there. I think we can do another larger one on that side. Can't get that one to pick up for some reason. There we go. Alright. I'm just going to do 3 because 3s are good. Look how cute that is. Now we've got 2 done. And I'm not really in a race for, how many we can get done, but it's really kind of fun to see where you get with that. I gotta move some of this stuff out of my way. I wasn't sure how many cards I would get done, so I didn't cut too many cards. Three by 3. I think that we could probably get, I don't know, maybe 2 or 3 more. So I'll just do all 3 of these. Alright, so here are the 2 that we've got so far. Fun. Let's do another one. This time let's leave the back white, and we'll do a color on here. I think I'm just going to do, let's do a yellow. I'm just going to use a little bit of water and use my back here. Oh, we could do like a mix here. Let's see what we can bring in from this side. And I'm using all of Tim Holtz oxides right now. If you don't want yours to get damaged in any way, then don't add water to your inks. I'm okay with it because it's not going to damage the whole thing, if that makes sense. But the oxides, they literally change when you add water, so I'm only trying to use just a little bit of the corner. That's kind of fun. I wonder if we put a little bit of blue in the middle of there, if we could get another fun look. Let's try Salty Ocean. Remember, this is not watercolor paper, so I'm just experimenting. Add a little bit of extra blue here because I do want some of that blue to show up, right? That's cool. Cap. Alright, so that's going to be my background. That's cute. So maybe we'll just do one flower or one little thing on here. What is this one? All You Need Is Love. That's cute. Let's do that right in the middle of there. Actually, I'm going to do it more on the yellow. I think that it'll show up better. All You Need Is Love. And then we could put another little flower on there, couldn't we? We could put a flower on there. How about if we take one that's the same color and add one of our watercolor ones. I still have all of my punches and everything, all my 6x6 paper, all kinds of stuff down in the basement yet. I know you guys have been requesting a room tour for quite, I guess I shouldn't say quite some time because I just moved, but ever since I did move upstairs. But I'm still, it takes time to move everything and get it set exactly the way you want. Doing videos up here is still kind of awkward for me because of that. That's going to be so cute. Look at that. Let's go ahead and add a center to that one too. Maybe not the same kind though. Maybe a pearl. I think a pearl would be really pretty. Hi, Martina. I'm just going to use my finger for this one. Oh, how cute is that? Let's pop that one up. Let's pop that up. So if you're just coming in or you missed the beginning, I did say that right after this hey, Jamie, right after this, we're going to do a watch party for the new release of Tim Holtz alcohol inks. I have no idea what he's going to be releasing. It's going to be super cool though. It always is. I'm not going to pop up the bottom part. I'm just going to pop up the flower. Now if I had my Cuttlebug a little bit closer to me and I had set this up ahead of time, I probably would, you know what, let's do the black outline too to make that pop. I probably would have embossed the background so there's just a subtle shape in there. Oops, I touched that with my finger. Let's see if my eraser will get rid of that. If you accidentally touch the black and you can get to it right away with an eraser, it'll come off. But not if you let it sit. Oh, look at that. I lucked out. All right. Let's go ahead and do that black line because I think that really needs to pop. If you want a darker black line, a bigger one. Ooh, I went right through the glue with that. Let's just wipe that off quick. Then use the regular Sharpie. This is just like the ultra fine. I went right through the glue. But these are so tiny that I don't want to get too carried away with big black lines. Oh, I need a new roll. New roll of tape. Just a little piece, not too big, otherwise, yep, that's even too big. I put these little pieces back on the roll, so in case I need a little piece later, I have it. All right. And so that little guy, I'm gonna make him hang over the edge a little bit. Cute, look at that. All you need is love. Isn't that adorable? I did get a little heavy-handed with the black in the corner, but super cute. So we've got 3 done. Looks like I got about 9 minutes left. Let's go ahead and shoot for one more. This one I'm going to do a background of these. I'm going to go ahead and do these all in black here. I'm going to stamp off the edge so they're not going to be all... It's really important that if you're doing something like this that you do stamp some off the edge or do the whole sheet and then cut it down, if you know what I mean, because then it looks very cohesive. If you just stamp them right and stay in that square, then it looks like you did that on purpose and it doesn't look like an extension of like maybe you used another piece of paper or you know what I mean. You get it. So when I lift that up, look how that looks. It's so cute, right? And I just have to wipe off my black. I'm going to dry that off just a little bit too. So that's my background. I may just leave that as the background and stamp the sentiment on the inside. I could color the flowers, whatever you want to do. I think what I'm going to do is do a blue background. This is one of my favorite things to do. I'm just going to go ahead and smoosh this right on here. Probably won't, oh, you can see it, cool beans. All right, I'm going to use my water brush. And I'm going to pick up some of that and I'm just going to paint around these flowers until I run out of water, and then I'm going to get some more water and some more color and then go in again. You can see how the water is just soaking into the paper, and because it's like a watercolor look, you don't have to be perfect. You can get into the flowers a little bit and it's not going to be a big deal. I just go until I run out of color and water, and then I dip in, get a little bit more color, and then go again. That way you get that like random watercolor look where you don't know where it started or stopped kind of deal. And so some are a little bit darker and some are a little bit lighter, and it looks really cool. So that's the background. Super quick. I didn't even need that much ink, did I? Look at that, because this is so tiny. How super cute is that? I'm going to add just a little bit of yellow to, my gosh, that was way too much ink. Oh, wow. Okay. I'm going to do this with the mustard seed as well. I'm going to just put a little bit of color. I'm not going to smoosh it down because I don't think I need that much. So I'm just going to do a little bit in the middle of these flowers. Do you see what I'm doing here? I'm not going to color the whole thing, because when you leave a little bit of white space, that also looks really fabulous. White space, you know, when you color it all in and there's no white space, it kind of steals the ability for everything to just pop off that page. It's so cute. So easy, so simple, you guys. Watercoloring. So bazillion ways you can do it with all the tools that you have. That's really cute. The inside, I'm going to stamp the one, there's only one U. I love that one. Let's stamp that in there. There's only one U. I'm going to put it on the very bottom so that you can write something else in there. Hi Jean. Is it Jean or Jeannie? I hate that we can't like hear people's names, so we don't know. Oh, look at me. I have blue all over my fingers. How did that happen? Probably from the wet wipe. I better get a new one. I have a little bit of stain there, but that's okay. Now we could go in and put little gems on here too. I think that would be adorable, so I'm totally going to do that. Let me see if I can find... Is there anything else in here? Oh, silver. How about silver? I haven't done that in a long time. That might look kind of cool. Let's try it. If I go big enough, I can just do it real quick with my fingers. Oh, I'm going to run out of that size. So the ones down here are going to have a little bit smaller. That's okay. I didn't count. Oh, fun stuff. There's only one you. Jeannie, thank you. Good morning, Jeannie. Hey, so 4 minutes. We're going live. I better get my tail off of here. I'm going to miss it. So we made 4 cards. Not too bad, right? Super cute. I really enjoyed this. If you like this random, just grab a random stamp set, maybe we'll make a series out of it. Give me a thumbs up, subscribe, hit that bell so you don't miss any more of the videos that I release. Usually I do 5 p.m. on Wednesdays and Fridays, so I'll see you then, and I can't wait to see you guys next video.